What up, everybody? Welcome back to the original 13 video series. We are doing our countdown. We are doing our celebration of America by doing 13 colonies and 13 beer and food pairings. We have for you the fourth colony of the Great Americas. That is Connecticut. Do you know there's a huge dinosaur footprint trail up there? Yeah, apparently dinos were just walking through Connecticut and they have a dinosaur like state park up there. That's pretty cool. It is a state of firsts, which when we were driving through, I noticed it was like the birthplace of the submarine and not the sandwich, although it is the birthplace of the subway sandwich spot. Yes, it's where the subway was originally started. But apparently the first nuclear submarine was built in Connecticut. And it's also the birthplace of Hamburger Helper. So very exciting stuff coming out of Connecticut. I mean, delicious stuff, I would say. And then what brings us here today, they are also the first to have one of the greatest American dishes, I think, that just speaks to America. The hamburger apparently was born in Connecticut. That's right. Louis Lunch in New Haven, which is also known for their pizza, also claims to have the first hamburger. And it's still there today, so you can still get your original hamburger, and it's between two slices of white toast, which not a fan, and it's very generic, and apparently no ketchup allowed either. So with that said, transition. Let's talk about our food and beer pairing. What I did was steamed hamburgers. Yes, steamed hamburgers, steamed hams, if you will. And if you came into my kitchen, you would see the Aurora Borealis, centralized, located in my kitchen. And no, you can't see it. So what I did for the steamed hamburgers, it's actually a pretty simple recipe. So I used ground meat, soy sauce, onion powder, salt, pepper, and tomato paste. That was it. Rolled it up, made some patties, and it called for using cheddar cheese, but this is Philly. I use Cooper Sharp. If you're not using Cooper Sharp, figure out your life. So what you do is you literally just boil some water in a Dutch oven, put the burgers in a steam basket, and literally let them steam for about 7 minutes. Throw some cheese on it, let that steam again, and dress your burgers. That's about it. I have to say, I prefer a grilled hamburger. I think there's nothing more American and just brings you back to that iconic neighborhood barbecue 4th of July feel than a grilled hamburger. With that said, steaming a burger is pretty magical. It was so juicy inside, and the meat was so flavorful. I was very impressed. I didn't think it was going to be as good as it was. And I had to pair that with a Connecticut beer, and I did Fat Orange Cat Kitten Summer Ale. An adorable name for a beer. The beer was super light, refreshing, and it just was the perfect combination with a burger. If it was a hot summer day, like it has been, it's just a magical pairing, like peanut butter and jelly or cocaine and waffles. Connecticut, doing big things. I was very surprised by Connecticut. The more I learn about Connecticut, the more I like. So stay tuned. We're on to number 5. Going down the coast. What's next? Who knows? I do. But you'll find out next video. See you guys.